Hello, hello, and welcome back, Wednesday Webpage Builders. I am Miss Blair, and we are over halfway with this series. So if you are just tuning in, welcome. Glad to have you here. I do suggest going back to the first video that was posted on September 2nd because it goes over a lot about HTML and it tells you how to download Sublime Text, which is the free text editor we will be using for this series. So if you're lost at all during this lesson, feel free to just stop, go back to a previous lesson, and learn what we're kind of glossing over because we do build on these lessons. So today we are going to be making an image gallery. And so far in this series, we have looked at how to make images into links. And we're going to extend this idea by creating an image gallery. So your image gallery can have any theme you want. We've already kind of talked about anime themes, book themes, whatever theme you've decided to do, you can add on this page to your blog that you're creating. But today I'm going to pick famous landmarks because that's easy to Google, search, and copy. So I'm going to open up my Chrome and open up Google, and then I'm going to look for background textures. I like this white plain texture. Again, feel free to pause, pick out whatever texture you're feeling. Right click on that texture and we are going to save image as. I want to make sure that I am in Webpage Builders. Oh, look, there's our other images. I want to save this as, I want the JPEG, but I don't want all this other junk. There we go. We're going to save it as BG1. So it's going to be background1.jpg, JPEG, and we're going to save. Cool. All right. So let's get coding. We're going to open up our HTML tag. And then the second line, we are going to style this. So we've already kind of gone over style tags. So we are going to be doing adding a background image to our background today. We're going to add a font family to our heading, and we are going to give the images that we are going to put in our image gallery that nice looking border. So I'm going to choose, so I'm going to type in H1, and then remember it's the fancy bracket next to your P, shift, and then you hit the bracket, and then it's font hyphen family colon, and we're going to do Verdana, V-E-R-D-A-N-A, and then you have your semicolon, tab over, enter. It should already be indented for you. And the next style, we're going to style the body of our web page, fancy bracket, and then this is background hyphen image, and then we're going to do a colon space URL. Then we put in parentheses with a single quotation, the bg1.jpg. Okay, and then it should have the single parentheses, the quotation mark, and then you also want your semicolon, and then the ending bracket. And then we're going to enter one more for our IMG, our image. We're going to style our images. And then we open that up and we've got margin colon 10 pixels, so 10 px. We have semicolon height colon 160 pixels, semicolon, and then border colon 20 px, and I'm going to do solid black because my background is white. So if I did solid white, it wouldn't make much sense. Then I have my semicolon, my end bracket. I'm going to enter backspace so it's no longer indented, and then I'm going to close out style. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and close out my HTML, and then I'm going to save. And I'm going to save this as landmarks. Landmarks.html. Remember, whatever you're saving, we want to add that HTML. Save. I want to make sure that my BG1 is working in my background. So I am going to open it up. There we go. Cool. So I've got my background image. Looks awesome. I know that that's working. So I'm going to go back up to line 6 and then enter in. So I'm still within my HTMLs. But yay, hopefully yours did too. If not, go back and look and pay attention to all like the colons, the semicolons, and the quotation marks to make sure that your code looks like my code. Okay, let's give this a heading. So H1, and it's going to be famous landmarks. Then we're going to close H1. Then we're going to enter, and then we have our href because we're going to be adding in a URL. We're going to do equals and then single quotes. I'm going to go back to Google, and I'm going to type in Eiffel Tower. So you're going to click on the image, and it's going to take you to this larger image. If you hover over the larger image and right-click, we are going to copy the image address. I'll explain to you in just a second, because the idea is, and then we're going to paste that address within our single quotations. We're going to close that one out, and then we're going to do an image source equals single brackets. You are going to paste the exact same thing in here. And then don't forget we have to close our A. So we're going to file, save. So the idea here being we should, if all of our code is correct, yay. Okay, so here's my picture. The idea here is that when we click it, it takes you to the larger image. So there we go. So what we've coded is we've got the link that takes us to that large image, but within our web page that we have built, it has the small picture that is linkable and clickable. Okay, so we're going to do that 4 more times. And again, you can be doing, href, any image that you are wanting. It doesn't have to be the Eiffel Tower. I think I'm going to do the pyramids of Egypt. I'm going to click on it, right click, and it is copy image address. Go back, and we're going to paste within the quotes, tab over, touch the mouse, and then we tab over, there we go. And then imgsrc equals single quotes, paste the same one in the bracket and end your A. All right, so file, save, or Control S. Oh, I still had it up, so we can do that next time. There we go. All right, so I've got my 2 pictures, and does this take me to a larger one? You betcha. There we go. Very cool. All right. I'm going to do my 3rd one. So it's href equals single quotes. And you go back to your browser. Let's do the Eye of London. Awesome. Here. Right click, copy image address. Go back, and we're going to paste it in. And then imgsrc equals single quotes. Paste the exact same address that you copied. Enter backspace, close out your anchor tag. And I'm going to go ahead and pick out the 4th one. Let's do the Statue of Liberty. And right click, copy image address. So we have our AHREF equals single quotes, Control V to paste it. Close that out, and then we've got our IMG SRC equals single quotes, Control V, close it, and make sure you close that anchor tag, whoop, and you have your closed HTML still. So we're going to file, save, open it up one last time, make sure that all of our stuff works. I should have 4 images, 1, 2, 3, 4, good, we know that the first 2 work. Click on the Eye of London. Awesome. And then our Statue of Liberty. Very cool. Love it. Love it. So this is another option that you have. So instead of famous landmarks, we did movie clips. So maybe you want to do famous movie posters. And so you can link movie posters. Or maybe you want to say pictures from my trip to wherever. As long as you've got your pictures on another page that you can be linking, you can do it that way as well. Very cool, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We have 5 more lessons in this series, and I cannot wait.